afternoon. Thank
Hello.
you. Hello. Thank you for letting me join.
Hello.
Hey, everyone. Thank you for letting me join and come and speak with you. I believe I spoke with us and noticing a couple few faces that I've spoke when we spoke last time. But I wanted to just come back on here and introduce PACE again. And then I have a few slides. Alexander, can I share my screen?
Sure. Yeah, you can go ahead and share your screen. The floor is yours. The only question that I have for you is that would you like folks to raise their hand in Zoom and ask questions at the end so you can get the information?
Yes. So right at the end, I would love questions. So because there's always everything, the presentation is good, but there's always follow-up questions. So I love questions. So if you do have any questions, just raise your hand, and then I will call on you at the end.
Oh yeah,
Right?
I'll be here to assist Ms. Jasmine.
Oh,
So
thank you. Thank you.
yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. So no,
Okay.
yeah, make sure you guys tap on more at the top right and then hit raise hand if you have a question for Ms. Jasmine at the end of her presentation. But again, thank you for getting on.
All right.
I hope you had a great weekend.
I did. I
It was
really
really
enjoyed it.
fast.
Oh, it went too fast. Went too fast.
Thank you again.
All right. Well, everyone, my name is Jasmine. I am the manager of outreach and enrollment here with Edenbridge, Edenbridge PACE DC. PACE stands for Program of All-Inclusive Care for the Elderly. So I know we did a presentation not too long ago with you all, but wanted to just do another presentation and then we can skim through the presentation. Won't be too long, and then we'll have room for questions at the end. So PACE, once again, is a program of all-inclusive care for the elderly. PACE provides a comprehensive medical and support services to seniors with chronic care needs while helping them maintain their independence in their home for as long as possible. So the main goal of a PACE program is to assist individuals to age in their own environments. PACE is a national model. So there's PACE programs in California, in Florida, and up in Boston and Michigan, but this is the first PACE in DC. So we're really excited. And the main goal after doing research about the PACE program is just research has shown that individuals, there's a better quality of life when you age in your home, in your own environment versus going into a facility. Of course, if you have to go to a facility, we do want you to go there, but if we can prevent that from happening and provide services to you so you can age in your own home, that's what we would love to do. So who's eligible for a PACE program? So if you live in our service area is zip codes 219, 220, and 232. If you're 55 years of age and older, if you're able to safely live in the community with support from a PACE team, and then if you're at that nursing home level of care. And what that means is you need more support with your activities of daily living. So if you see over here on the presentation, like if you need assistance with dressing, bathing, toileting, getting up from chair to chair, or just standing up, walking, or eating assistance and meal prepping, those are some of the types of things that could qualify you for a nursing home level of care. So some of the services that we provide at PACE, this is just a brief summary, but we have a primary care doctor. Her name is Dr. Stephanie Bruce. We also cover hospital care, any specialty appointments we cover, prescription drugs. So we handle your medication, we'll mail them to your home where you can pick it up right here in our center. Any nursing home care. Any nursing home care, emergency services, physical therapy, occupational therapy, home care services. We have an adult day center here at the center. We do recreational therapy. Your meals are covered with us, dentistry, nutritional counseling. We have a registered dietitian on staff with us, social services. They're the social workers that link you to community services and be an advocate for you in the community. Your labs and your x-ray services are done here on site. And for those individuals who are homebound, we're able to we have made a contract with a company that would do the x-ray services for you in your home for those who are homebound. Then last but not least, we cover transportation. So our transportation is door-through-door service. So our drivers will take you, pick you up, go to your door, pick you up, bring you to the center, You can participate in the day center with the fun activities we have, or meet with the doctor and the medical staff, or we'll take you to your outside appointment. So if you have appointment all the way up in Northwest, we will take care of that for you. Any dialysis appointments, we'll take care of that for you as well. So I want to just go over them individuals who are on the team. We call it an interdisciplinary team, because usually in a medical practice, you have the doctor who's up here, and then you have the nurses, and then all the rest of the staff, it goes down. Well, with our team, we're more of a circle with you in the middle. So we're very patient-centered. So we have a registered nurse, the recreation therapist who's there to give you some therapy on different social activities to keep the brain going. The physical therapy, like I said, and the social worker and the doctor. The driver is even a part of the team. He's included on all the meetings, because just because he's just the driver, sometimes individuals talk to the driver more than they talk to the doctor. So he can be included on that team. The home care coordinator, we have a manager of the whole center, as well as occupational therapists and our dietitian. So for funding, so how does this program work? So we receive money from Medicare and Medicaid, and then that goes what takes care of your services in this program. So if you are Medicare and if you do have Medicaid, you can come into our program having all services provided to you at no cost. And just wanted to go over the service area once again. So we do serve wards 7 and 8. And that is 219, 220, and then 232. And then just for those, I would love for you all to come and visit and see what we have to offer. But if you're not able to come, I wanted to put some pictures here so you can see what our facility looks like. Right here in the middle, there's just individuals on our team that we're just happy and ready to serve you. We also have our rehab gym. So our physical therapy is the picture is not as showing, it's not showing the whole room, but just gives you an idea. We have the bikes and the stairs, to practice stairs. And then, so the main goal in the rehab, I want to just point out, is we want to build strength. We want to prevent falls as much as we can, because we all know that one fall can just change everything we have going for us. So in this room right here, we want to build strength and work on goals that you may have. Over here is our day center. It's pretty big. We do different activities. We have plant therapy. We even have an individual who she wanted to start a knitting club. So her and her friends, they come and they knit on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Down here, we have our clinic area. So this is where you'll get your appointments made. We cover all appointments. So all your medical appointments no longer have to call and schedule them. We will schedule them for you, as well as provide that transportation. Then right here, this is just a regular exam room that we have. And then last but not least, when I talked about the team, the circle of individuals with you in the middle, we meet right here in this room. We call it the war room, the IDT room. So that is where we discuss all of your needs. Who had an on-call issue last night? Who fell? Who haven't we talked to in a long time? Can someone do a quality check? So we just want to make sure that we're staying on top of all the individuals that we serve. So I just wanted to put my information, as well as our executive director. Her name is Sally White. And then my contact information. My name is Jasmine Bailey. And then there's my email address. This is our website, as well as our phone number. I'll go over it. The number is 571-622-0555. That is our main number. So if you would like to call to speak with me, or just anybody a part of the enrollment team, you can just say, hey, I want to talk to learn a little bit more about PACE, and the individuals will send you to the right direction. All right. Well, that was the presentation, and I see we do have some hands raised. So I will go with you, Ms. Dolores.
Yeah, I have to ask them to unmute Miss.
Okay, go ahead. I didn't see anymore. You can handle it.
Yeah, no, I'm here. So we have 2 hands up. So yes, please, if you have a question for Ms. Jasmine, tap on more and then raise hand, so that way we can acknowledge you. Thank you. First up, yes, is Miss Dolores. Hi, Dolores. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good, good. How can Miss Jasmine help you?
Okay. I have a question to ask. Okay. You say you in location zip code of 219 2020 2020 2032.
Yeah.
Okay, are you all over there by the Safeway over there?
Yes, so we're right across the street from the Safeway on Alabama Avenue.
Okay.
Um,
And
um,
as you were saying before, I mean, I think we had a presentation over at Kenilworth, whereas, and I want to make sure with Blue Cross Blue Shield, you have to have Medicaid in order to have all this, right?
so typically you do not have to have
But you
Medicaid.
got to give up your Blue Cross Blue Shield.
You do. You would have to give up
No,
your Blue Cross Blue
and
Shield, yeah.
that's a no.
You will have.
Because
And I
if I
appreciate
don't
that.
have Medicaid, I would never get, I would never, well, that wouldn't benefit me right now because I think you, I don't know, was you or someone came over to Kenilworth in Northeast and was talking about the same thing and was mentioning about Blue Cross Blue Shield and you have to have Medicaid. I don't have Medicaid, so as I said before, it wouldn't benefit me. And you were saying you have to have your doctors. And it was
So
only one doctor, as it was told to us.
yeah, so right now we do only have one doctor on staff with us. She is and as we grow, we're adding to the team. So right now she's able to handle all the patients that we have on roll, but as the months go on and we get more enrollment, we're adding additional people. Now, for the doctor, switching the doctor, if you have a great relationship with your current medical provider, and if your medical provider is open to participating in our team meetings, then you can possibly keep your same medical provider and we can create a contract with your medical provider. But that's only if your provider is willing to participate in our plan of care.
I doubt very serious Blue Cross Blue Shield would do that.
Well,
And
your doctor may, and then also I just want to say, if I know you said you don't have Medicaid, we also do have a Medicaid specialist. So for those who do not have Medicaid, and I know it's an extensive application because I've completed it for a couple individuals, we have the ability to help you out with that Medicaid, and she will help and fill it out for you.
it was told that you can come and view the facility if you like.
Yes, absolutely.
And do you need a call? Do you need a call to make reservation for coming?
You'll just have to reach out to one of the members of our outreach and enrollment team, and we'll if you need transportation, we can pick you up and bring you and show you the center. No commitment, so you don't have to sign up just to come and view. You can just come and view the center, and then we'll answer any questions you have, and then bring you back home.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Dolores. Ms.
Sure.
Jasmine, would you mind putting that contact
Yes, I
info
did
back
see
on the screen? Someone was trying to take a screenshot, but they weren't able to. But we're still able to hear and see while you share your slides. So I would definitely recommend keeping it up for folks.
I think I put it up. Okay. I'm gonna put it back up. There we go.
Yep, and Ms. Jasmine, we also do have some visually impaired folks on the call. Do you mind just saying what you said on this slide again, like the number and the email?
Yes. So our number is 571-622-0555. This is the wrong number. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, I know. It said 22. I thought it was a typo when you said that.
Yes. How about this? Can I send you my contact information and then you can make sure that everyone on this call gets it?
Sure. These are recorded and posted on our YouTube channel. But
okay.
If you want really quick, just you can get out of the slideshow and
yeah,
edit
that's what I'll create. That's what I'll fix it right now.
Yes.
There we go. 57. And for those who want to go to the number, our number is 571-622-0555. There we go.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
I hope that person in the chat gets this information.
Yes.
Next up is Miss Lucas. Go ahead and hit unmute in the middle, Miss Lucas. There you go. How can Miss Jasmine help you today?
Good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah.
I'd like to know, you mentioned physical therapy there.
Yes.
I just got a referral for physical therapy. Would I be able to use my referral to come to you all for the physical therapy?
Oh, I would
I
love for
have
you.
Medicaid and Medicare.
I would love for you too, but the way the program works, in order to receive one service, you have to receive all of the services. So you'll have to enroll in the program in order for us
Uh-huh.
to begin any service that we offer.
Okay. Because see, I'm under Services My Way.
Uh-huh.
I think you might have heard of them. It's
Mhm.
ran by Medicaid.
Yeah.
So I have more, my PCs, my workers and all that.
Mhm.
When you say come into the program, you mean I have to come into everything?
Yeah. So besides, so I have heard of Service My Way. So
Mhm.
if you are in Services My Way, you will not be able to join this program at
Okay,
the
that's
same
what I
time
figured.
because Medicaid looks at it like double dipping
Right,
because
that's
they're
what
paying right.
you answered it. You did when you answered it because
Okay.
I figured that because Medicaid is already running this program right here too.
Mhm.
Okay, no
Yes,
problem.
yes.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I don't want to do that. I don't want to switch over. You like to stay where I'm at because I tried United Healthcare and they didn't work. It didn't work because they started changing my budget and they didn't tell me anything. They went into my budget and froze it. And no one told me, but my support broker called me and told me about my workers not getting paid because of United Healthcare and went in and did something to they enacted my money.
Mhm.
And no one told me anything. So I dropped it. I had to drop them.
Yeah.
Because when I enrolled with them, they were not listening when I told them that I was already under Services My Way.
Mhm.
They just did what they want to do. So that's why I asked. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. But
Yeah.
at any
I,
time,
I
anytime.
I will tell people about your program.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank you.
I
I
sure
appreciate it.
will.
I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you, Miss Ethel.
Thank,
Same here, dear. Enjoy the day.
You too.
thank you, Miss Lucas. Yeah, you lowered your hand. Thank you so much. Next up is Miss Tyson. Go ahead and hit unmute in the middle, please.
Yeah, hi. Just so I can understand it, is this a medical advantage plan?
Not necessarily. So it's a little different. It's just it's a PACE program. If you look at the DC Medicaid, it's almost similar. Like so DC Medicaid has an EPD waiver.
Is this a Medicaid program?
It is, yes.
Okay, because what sound based on the questions I'm hearing, if it's only for Medicaid and I guess that's the dual. We're talking about the dual
Yeah, so
healthcare. Because I'm not hearing. I'm what I'm hearing. People are stuck on using their own personal health services, and by you not accepting that, I'm trying to figure out, well, what's the benefit of your program?
so if they want to use their own health services, like are you talking about keeping their same doctor?
Most people who are calling are saying they want to keep their existing health practitioners.
Right.
My question to you, if that's being the case, what is the benefit of your program to us seniors who want to keep the same health practitioner, whether it's your foot doctor, your dentist, your eye doctor, whatever it may be, your cardiologist? What is the benefit of your program to those of us who have practitioners that we enjoy going to see and want to continue the services?
So the benefit is that the PACE program goes beyond the medical. So for those who want to keep their own dental or keep their own Primary care doctor. Because we are very patient centered and we have expect to only have a low amount of individuals enrolled in our program, we have better eyes. We do provide the transport. It's really like a one-stop shop here.
Are you okay? So what I'm hearing is that you're doing this for people who are not able to do it for themselves.
Some individuals who are able to do for themselves, and then some in our program now are able to do a little bit for themselves, and like some individuals don't take all of the services that we provide. We have some individuals who say, oh, I don't want the home care, but I like to come to the day center to receive the social activity, or I like the idea of going to get some physical therapy. Because unlike other programs, our physical therapy is no time constraint. So now if you get
I got all of that. I hear what you're saying, but with the question I'm asking you, if we want to continue to use our health practitioners, what is the benefit of your program, even if you have services that we may want? If I have to let go of all my health practitioners to be in your program, that's what I'm hearing you saying.
You don't have to. You don't have to let go of your practitioners. If you want to if you have a good relationship and you've been working with your practitioner for a long time, we could do a contract with that practitioner. And then you can utilize the other services like the free transportation that we offer, the therapy, the social services that we offer. And then we go beyond the walls. So like any social determinants of health in your home, if ramps need to be placed in the home, if you need a hospital bed, or all your durable medical equipment, all of that is covered. So every service that we provide or everything that we do give to you, there will be no out of pocket for you. So you won't have to pay for anything.
It sounds like this is good for someone that I know who may be single, who may not have a lot of family contact. Because I'm working with an individual like that. I'm doing all what you're talking about for an elderly because she doesn't have any family. And she needs care.
Right. So we see so many different cases. So we have individuals like you just mentioned who don't have family support. And then we actually do have individuals who do have family support. Children are in their lives. But then there's also that caregiver burnout, where we're able to relieve that burden so they can just enjoy their loved one, and letting us take care of the medical, letting us do the laundry, letting us do the light housekeeping and the medical appointments, and making sure that you're staying on target with medications and your durable and medical equipment, making sure that we get you the perfect wheelchair that you need. So all of those things will cover so individuals can just enjoy their loved one.
Well, that's good to know, but you must have Medicaid.
You don't have to have Medicaid, but I recommend you to have Medicaid.
Now, why is that?
Because there is a fee if you don't. So the fee is really I'm transparent. The fee is high, so that's why I recommend if you do want to join the program to get Medicaid, or if you already have Medicaid and Medicare.
So nobody's insurance will pick this up because you take over that part.
Right.
So this will be an out-of-pocket expense because nobody's insurance is going to pay for it.
Right. So if you don't have the Medicaid, it will be an out-of-pocket expense. But if you have Medicare and Medicaid, this is completely free.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Tyson. Those are some great questions.
Yeah.
Next up is Ms. Duckett. Go ahead and unmute Ms. Duckett if you have a question.
Hello.
Hi, Ms. Duckett. How are you?
This is Mrs. Duckett.
Yes, ma'am.
I wanted to talk with the lady that was talking. She had given me the health home partner on Pennsylvania Avenue to call them for home health aid. And I have called them and I haven't gotten an answer from them ever since she gave me. I'm the lady that lives in Ward 7, and my zip code is 2003.
I know you.
I don't know if you remember me.
I remember you. I remember you. As soon as you said
right.
And you said you haven't received a call back yet?
No, ma'am.
Okay. I will put you now. Wait a second.
And Alex,
Yes, Miss Deckett.
you have Mr. Adams on. He needs to know how to raise his hand by using the phone. I think he needs to know that he can hit *9 to ask a question.
Yes, Miss Duckett. Um, I understand that he needs help with that. I wish we could provide that as of this moment, but we can't right now. But we know that he's on Zoom.
And
Okay.
Miss Duckett, I'm writing your name down to follow up with you. I'll call you offline so we can follow up to see I can get you a person who actually will answer the phone.
All righty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
No problem, Miss Duckett. Yeah. And again, if you have a question, please raise your hand. Other than that, we have Miss Lorraine next. Hi, Miss Lorraine, how are you?
I'm fine. I have a question. My question is, this program, I live in 2003. So this program does not serve the people who live in that area.
You said 2003.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't go that far. So and eventually we're going to branch out, but right now we're just starting at Ward 7 and 8. That's our service area that we are starting off at.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Miss Lorraine. Yeah, I did just get a message, just so that we can make sure we get her question in, Miss Melanie, and then Miss Angela, and then whoever's after that. Go ahead, Miss Melanie.
Hi there. My question is, what about the aides we already have? Do we get a new aide through your company or we stick with what we have?
You get a new aide through our company because the aide that you have now is working with that company. And so we have our own aides and in-house aides here. And then we've contracted with Visiting Angels. So we use them as well.
Okay, another question. Suppose I'm trying to find a little part-time job. And if I get a job, my aide needs to go with me. Is that possible with you also?
I don't really have an answer for that right now, but what I can do is I can write that question down and somehow follow up back with you. If you can like chat me your contact information and I can follow up.
I sure will.
All
right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
One more question.
Yes.
I've been for my cardiologist for like 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
And if he won't go to PACE, I can't go.
I understand that. That's why I mentioned, like, for those relationships that you have for a long period of time, or you have a certain medical condition that you want that same doctor to treat you, I totally understand that. And the medical providers in the area, they do know about PACE and they are familiar with it. Some aren't, but he may be open to it, but we'll see.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Don't forget to put your information in the chat so I can.
I sure will. I'm about to do it now.
All right.
All right, thanks, Miss Melanie. Yeah, make sure you send her a direct message, okay? Next up is Miss Angela. Go ahead and unmute yourself, Miss Angela. Got to hit unmute in the middle. There you go.
Hey, hello, Miss Jasmine. I was looking at your webpage. When the lady asked the question about your benefits, I was wondering about the benefits also. And I was wondering, on your webpage, you have dentistry, recreational activity, exercise, and mental health services. If you have one doctor, how do you provide the mental health services and also the dentistry? And what type of recreational activities and exercise do you have?
So we do have one doctor, yes, but we've contracted with a doctor. He's a psychiatrist. His name is Dr. Olele. And so he will be handling our mental health cases clients that we have here with us. And then one of our social workers, she is certified a mental health specialist. So she as well helps out with our individuals with the mental health services. The other question for our specialists. So we've contracted with all of our specialties. Our main contractor for specialists right now is GWMFA. So any of their doctors, we're able to, that's like in network, we're able to utilize them. But if, like I said, mentioned before, if you have a specialist that you would like to continue to keep going to, we can create a contract with that specialist, and we will pay for the services that you have with him.
Okay, so for dentistry, is that?
Oh, dentistry, sorry, I knew you had other questions. Yes. Dentistry. So we do have a contractor with dentistry. So we have a treatment room here at our center where you can get we'll have the day where the dentist will come and do routine cleanings and x-rays. So they do just about all dental work except for cosmetic. And then we can also bring you to their dental office, and then we provide that transportation as well. And then you said exercise. So some of the exercising we do now, we have just chair exercising for the most part. I know they do a little bit of step aerobics, a little bit of movement there, but just making sure that we don't have any falls. So we do try to make sure that we abide by the safety rules, but we do have exercising in the day center every day.
And what type of recreational activities do you have?
So right now, I know we play a little bit of games, like we'll do a little bingo and a little Scrabble. Dominoes is a big one here. But we'll have like different entertainers come. Sometimes we'll have a songstress come and she'll sing songs with our individuals. We'll dance. Like I mentioned, the plant therapy, we do painting and sipping time. We do a little coloring, crocheting. So just different activities. And then what we also like to do, Mr. Charles, that is our rec therapist. When individuals join the program, he kind of will ask them, well, what do you like to do? And then we try to incorporate it into the program because we understand one size doesn't fit all. So what we're currently doing now, if that's not anything that you like to do, we can kind of incorporate what you like to do into our program.
Thank you, Miss Jasmine. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Miss Angela. Any other questions for Miss Jasmine? Please raise your hand. It's such a great opportunity to have a guest on Zoom where you can actually see their face and hear them and get these questions answered. So please, if you have a question about for Miss Jasmine, please raise your hand. Miss Angela, did you mean to raise your hand again?
I just noticed that you have meals and nutritional counseling. Do you offer meals there also?
Yes, so at our day center, if you're here, we offer breakfast in the morning, coffee, tea, and then we offer fresh meals catered every day. We have a caterer, her name is Pinky's Catering, and so she delivers our meals every day, and then an afternoon snack for those who are at home and homebound and unable to leave, or just for those who need meal services at home. We've contracted with Mom's Meals.
Oh, yes. Miss Angela, I know you unmuted yourself. Did that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
That sounds good, Miss Jasmine. I need to come down for lunch.
Yeah, I mean, lunch is pretty good. Lunch is pretty good.
Any other questions for Miss Jasmine? Any other questions? Miss Jasmine, do you want to show them like the website? Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe,
I can show them.
we do have some time left. So maybe showing them the website could help out.
Yeah.
While you pull it up, we have Miss Adele.
Yes, thank you for taking my call.
You're welcome.
This all sounds very nice. However, I'm just wondering, do you intend to, or when will you branch out to other zip codes?
Yes, we do plan on extending to other zip codes. So if this program does well, which I'm pretty sure it will, we will be branching out to 2 additional wards. Right now, the 2 additional wards that we are looking into are Ward 4 and 5.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Miss Adele.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, no more hands for now, but maybe the
Right.
website will stir some questions. Those are some great questions, you guys.
Yes. So let me share our website with you all.
Miss
Right.
Mary said, please come back.
Oh, yeah, of course, I will. Of course. So this is our website. So we're Edenbridge Pace at Skyland Town Center. This is a little bit about us. So Edenbridge Pace, DC talks a little bit about the PACE program. We are currently getting ready to open up another PACE site in Baltimore, actually next year. If you know anyone in Baltimore, just let them know that we are opening a PACE there. And then hopefully we'll be in Ward 4 and 5. I'm speaking it into existence. And then want to talk a little bit about our services once again. So I mentioned the physician and the medical supervision, the nursing care we have. We also cover, I didn't mention before, but we do wound care and stitching. We're able to do that here right on site. Rehabilitation therapies, meals, nutritional counseling, the dentistry, social services, transportation, personal care, activities and exercise, and then education for participants and families, mental health services, and then other services approved by the IDT. And what that one really means is, so when I mentioned so we handle the the medical-ish side of your overall healthcare, but there's also a social side as well. So if you need a ramp for individuals who live in housing where there's many steps and it's hard for them to get in and out of the house, we can put ramps in place. We could purchase air conditioner units. If phones need to be purchased, we can do that. We just purchased the air conditioning unit for an individual who was in an apartment this summer and she had no air conditioning. So we took care of that for her because that helps her to keep safe at home. Remember, the main goal is for you to remain in your own environment safely. So whatever we can do to provide that safety, that's what we like to do. And so just, do you qualify? Are you 55 age and older? Do you qualify for that nursing care, nursing facility level of care? And that is just needing more support with your activities of daily living. And then, do you live within our service area? And then, can you safely live within your community? And what's safe to me is a little different than what's safe to you is. So the idea is, can you live safely with the support of a PACE team? And then I want to just show you, I think we talked about everything, what we do. I think that's what I just did. Yep. News. So this is one of our individuals. Just we were featured a little bit. Washington, ABC 7 Good Morning Washington. They came and they did a segment on us. So we welcome them. Of course, for individuals who are in our program, if you don't want to be photographed or on camera, we will not have you on camera. But if you would like to look at that, we have been on the news and we've also partnered with East of the River magazine. This right here is Benson Gray. He came to our grand opening, as well as Dr. Hines, the new DAPL chair. So she came and we have a really good relationship with Pennsylvania Avenue Baptist Church. So here's Reverend Curry coming to see our ribbon cutting. This was back in April that we had. So we were just really excited just to have the whole team here. So that is just about the website, but I do want to say, if anyone wants to come and see me in person or just to be nosy and see what they have going on here, please reach out to me. It is really just a call. Even if you don't even live in the service area and you want to see what the PACE Center has to offer, because you may not live in the service area, but you may know someone else who lives in the service area, or you may not benefit from our services right now, but you may know someone who does. So please just think about us for when you are in the community and you notice that individual who may be calling you for services, or you notice that they're homebound and unable to leave in and out of the home. We want to serve those individuals. And like I said, all disciplines. Being homebound does not mean that you don't get services. So the doctor's going to come to you, even the rec therapist, because just because you're at home does not mean you want to still stigmatize the brain and learn different things. So we can come to you there. So we just want to make sure that want to reimagine what it means to grow older, and we want to let you age and let us do all the work.
Awesome. I do see we have another hand up.
Yes.
Miss Adele, go ahead.
Yes, thank you again. I just want to ask, how long have you all been in existence serving the public, number one, and number two, approximately how many customers, patients do you have at the present time?
So we have been open since March of 2023. That was March 1st was our opening date. And currently, so we enroll on a monthly basis. So currently right now we have 52 participants enrolled in our program. And we expect to have an additional 15 coming in November.
Oh, great.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
No problem, Miss Adele. Thanks for your question. Next up is Mr. Gary. Go ahead and hit unmute in the middle, Mr. Gary. And don't forget to lower your hand, Miss Adele.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. I had a question. You were saying you're only serving Ward 7 and 8 at this time?
Yes.
Well, I'm living over here in Capitol Hill up from the Navy Yard, and I'm in Ward 6. However, Trayvon White is saying that now they're changing our ward to Ward 8.
Yeah. They have changed it to Ward 8. And that's why we had to be specific with our zip code. So now down in Southwest, like near Arthur Caper, that's considered Ward 8 now. But so that's why we had to be specific with our zip codes, that we're only east of the river. So we only do 219, 20, and 32.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that part because I might have stepped out. I was checking my mail earlier, see if my mail had come in. You know, once in a while I step out, you know, and I probably miss a little, but I'm still online.
Oh.
You know. Yeah,
Well,
so I just had that question. That's all, because I get kind of confused with all these changes that they be going through, and yet I'm still, when I take my car through an inspection or whatever and everything, I'm still under Ward 6.
Yeah, they doing all these changes. I agree.
And the parking is still under Ward 6, and the zone parking for residents as well. However, I park in the garage where I live at. I pay for my parking every month, along with my rent. So I'm not worried about outside, you know, I'm worried about, you know, these changes, what I'm trying to get around to, you know. It's confusing sometimes.
It is. It
They don't know if
definitely
they're coming or going, you know.
I know. They just changed it too. So I believe if you say you're over there, it's Ward 8 now.
Yeah, I'm right up from the Navy Yard on 5th Street.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, I'm in Arthur Caper building.
Oh, so yeah, we was just at Arthur Caper on Friday for the health fair. So yes, so we were there. But even though we may not be in your service area, the way that I run my program is once you start a conversation with me, you with me. So if I don't have it, then I'm gonna find somebody else that has it. So if I can look, so the thing that we're doing now, so we do enrollment, but we also do outreach. So we're partnering with different community organizations, just trying to figure out what's going on in the district, period. And then so because sometimes I do get calls for individuals who are not in our service area. So I do want to make sure that we at least refer you to a service that could benefit you.
Yes, because I'm always participating. That's why I was telling the group that I've been in the program under UDC for 12 years. So I'm always participating, volunteering in programs that benefit not only myself, but, you know, the folks around me, you know. There's resources out there.
Yeah. There are resources out, but you know, the resources sometimes are not pushed up front. So you don't know about all the resources. So
right.
That's why if you learn about one, share it. That's what I say.
But I say this, it's just like you know, you running the show right now. So when you hear about this, you could always look into it and share it for that person.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I wouldn't take that responsibility because I feel like this. Once they get with the program, they'll see it's not just sign your name and you're in. You know, you got to go through formats, you know, and
It's a
situations
process.
on participating in programs and coming apart. You might even be on a waiting list if you get in most of the volunteer program before they even accept you. Then it's other things that you have to go through in order to qualify.
That's true. That's true. You got some points, Mr. Gary.
And it's going to be more important when people realize that once they start applying themselves in these programs, what they have to go through, what they have to have, and what are the qualifications. So I'm saying that's why I say I want to sit up here and try to explain everything because there's a lot more than just what I'm saying. There's a lot more than just one word, two words. There's a lot more to programs and participating overall.
That's true.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gary. Let us know if you have another question for Ms. Jasmine, okay?
Thank you for letting me share.
No problem. Have a good day. Next up is Miss Doris. Go ahead and hit unmute, please.
How you doing, Miss Jasmine?
How you doing?
Okay, I'm trying to figure out where this streak is. I've been in DC all my life. I'm 72. I do not know where Town Center Drive is. Where is that located?
Well, you know, this is a new street that they done made up. So we're right across the street from the Safeway on Alabama Avenue.
Oh, okay. You right up the street from me.
So Good Hope and Alabama Avenue at that intersection, they built a whole new town center over here. It's a Lidl grocery store.
Okay, I know where Lidl. So y'all in that shopping center?
Yes, we are. So the apartments are above us, and we're down below. We're in one of the storefronts down below.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Miss Doris. Next up is Diane. Hey, Diane, how are you? Make sure you hit unmute in the middle, Diane. There you
Okay, I'm all right, Alex. Thank you. What I want to know is, what advantage do your health center offers that Kaiser and them don't offer? Because Kaiser, you have a assigned doctor. You also have specialists as far as anything that has a specialty, like OPM, not OPM. You know that woman doctor, gynecologist, pediatrics, all of that. How does that fit into your thing?
So with Kaiser, I like to tell people we're a little similar to Kaiser because it's, you know, Kaiser is all in one, it's one-stop shop at Kaiser. You have everything within the same building. So we're a little similar.
That's not true. That's not true.
Oh,
everything
okay.
is not in the same building.
Well, everything within Kaiser Network. I apologize. Everything within Kaiser Network. But with our program, so even though we do have our own medical provider here on site, we're able to go to this doctor over here if we need to, or we're able to go to this doctor. We don't have to stay. I know we contract with GWMFA, but if we need to medically, if you need to go see another doctor, we're able to make that transition for you. We provide a little home care. I know Kaiser does a little home care, but we're just more comprehensive than Kaiser, a little more smaller, because we have a max. So the max amount of people that can join our program is 300. So with that number, we're able to make sure that we give that patient-centered care and do the wellness checks if we need to, give the free transportation and the home care with the lighthouse keeping, and have a day center where you could come, and all of these services are no cost to you. So you don't have any co-pays or any fees that you have to pay monthly for our services.
But that's the same thing as Kaiser.
Well, you know, some people pay. Some people pay a monthly premium for Kaiser.
That's because they're under. They might be under, not be of age. If they got Medicare, then in above a certain age, then they don't pay. But if they under a certain age, they do have a co-payment. How can you all? You say 300 people. Kaiser has over 3 million people or more, but y'all can get the same service. Is that what you're telling me?
I didn't hear the question. What did you say? I'm sorry.
I said you can give the same service as Kaiser at 300 people, and they have 3 million people.
Yeah, so right now we only have a certain amount of individuals. So as we grow, we'll add more members of the team. Like we have a nurse practitioner coming on staff, and then we'll add another medical provider on staff. And so the ratio from patient to doctor or medical team would be a good ratio so that we can make sure that we're giving that patient-centered care. But I would like to say that if Kaiser is something that you love, I would encourage you to stay with Kaiser.
You don't have to tell me twice.
No, I know. If so, I'm just saying, you know, our program is just an option for anyone who like the program.
Well, what is the cost of your program? How much? Okay, family plan. How much is a family plan or a single plan?
So there's no cost to our program. So for the only thing that you would need is to have Medicare. And then if you have Medicaid, if you don't have Medicaid, we can help you out with the application so that you can get Medicaid. So once you have both Medicare and Medicaid, you are open to all services that we offer. So no co-pays when you go to the doctor, no longer paying for any of your medication, no longer paying for any premiums. So everything is $0 to you.
But you said you have to have Medicare, right?
Medicare, yes. Medicare, definitely. And you don't have to have.
Do you have to have Medicaid also?
I recommend individuals to have Medicaid. I do, because the fee, if you don't have Medicaid, is a little expensive. It's not a little expensive. It's expensive. So I recommend.
But see, you're contradicting yourself because you said no fees at all. And now if you don't have Medicaid and Medicare, you're gonna have fees.
So if you have, I'm sorry. So I'll say it again. So if you have Medicare and Medicaid, there's no cost to you at all.
I got that, but you said that it was no cost at all at first with Medicare. Now you say you need Medicaid in Medicare. Miss, I think you're giving us the wrong information. And I'm gonna tell you, if they smart, they'll stay with their own program.
But that is definitely your choice. If it's an individual choice. So if individuals would like to join, or if they don't want to join, I recommend you to stay what makes you comfortable. And I apologize if I maybe confused the group. But if you do have Medicare and Medicaid, we are completely free. There's no cost. Now, if you only have Medicare, there will be a cost. And that is why I recommend individuals with Medicare and Medicaid.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Diane. Appreciate it. Next up is Miss Lucas again. You had another question, Miss Lucas?
Yes. It's not so much as a question. It's the fact, can I just say something? And I'm not saying to offend anybody. Some people don't listen. Ma'am, you did not contradict yourself at all. When you don't listen, she wasn't listening. I don't mean no harm. She might get upset, but I can't sit here and let her do that because I'm a listener. Okay? You never said that you didn't have to pay anything if you didn't have Medicaid. You said we will help you get Medicaid. She oversnipped all of that. I'm gone. Have a nice day, baby.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and it's okay. Sometimes, everyone, sometimes you get in your own head and you may not be fully 100% listening to, those things because, yeah, it can get confusing, especially if you've been with the program for a long time, then, hearing this new information, it's especially if this is your first time listening to it, then yes, sometimes some things may fall through the cracks, but that's why we have Miss Jasmine here to help out. So I understand what you're saying, Miss Lucas, but we just got to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. Next up is Miss Angela. Again, do you have another question, Miss Angela?
Yes, Miss Jasmine, I was curious if a person were to have an accident and have to go into a nursing home or go to the hospital, how would your doctor be able to assist them? Because sometimes your doctors are affiliated with a hospital and then they can visit you in the hospital. And then sometimes that person actually has to go to a nursing home. How would they transition from your program to be able to go into the hospital and the nursing home?
Okay. That's a great question. So we follow you. So we have access to, they call it CRISP. It's called it's CRISP. It's a health information exchange. So once the individual is enrolled in our program, we get notified if they go to any hospital within the DC metro area. And so what the doctor will do, or really our director of clinical services, she will follow up with that doctor, talk with the physician or the head nurse who's there. We'll get reports going in. The doctor she does go into the hospitals because we have rights to go into the hospitals to see our participants and just to meet with you and meet with the medical providers. If you have to do a short-term rehab stay, we'll follow you to the nursing home. Right now, our preferred nursing home rehab stay is Carroll Manor. But if any nursing facility that you would like to go to within the area or that they send you to, we're able to follow you there. Not just the doctor follows you there, even our physical therapist follows you there to make sure that while you're at the rehab, you're getting the treatment needed. And because sometimes sometimes if you're with us for a long time, we know you a little better than what the hospitals or the rehabs may say. So we may say, well, she can have this short stay at the rehab, but can continue the rehab with her in her home and provide that care there. So we're able to, so you're able to go to the hospital for any reason. Of course, we have an on-call number too. So you can call us overnight. And then we will make sure that we follow you wherever you are. I hope I answered your question.
Thank you for the information.
Okay. And we also provide respite stays as well. So I mentioned caregiver support. So for the individuals who've been taking care of their loved one and they may have to go for an extended trip for a week or so, we do offer respite care for our caregivers.
Oh wow, I love that part. It's a two-way street, right, Miss Jasmine?
Yeah.
Both parties got to be, helped out, so that way everyone gets assistance, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Next up, we have Miss Dolores again. Go ahead and unmute.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, I'm back again. Did
Hey,
I
girl.
understand you said something about Carroll Manor? Where is that located?
Right behind Providence. Where Providence Hospital used to be, it's called Carroll Manor. It's right behind where Providence Hospital. It's kind of on the same.
Oh yeah, okay, I understand now. I got that part mixed up with thinking this the nursing home down southeast over there by what is off of Good Hope Road over there.
The Capital City. You talking about Capital City?
Is that Capital City? Because I heard say that. Oh, they're not hitting on 2 cents. 2 cents in a bucket.
Well,
I'm telling you. And I understand the one on Nanny Hellenberg ain't hitting on 2 cents.
Oh, Deanwood. Yeah, that's Deanwood.
Well, I pray to God I never have to go to any of them because guess what? They don't treat you right. And a lot of those listeners, and if the family's not there going constantly to see about you, they will mistreat you because I have known some people that it has happened to. So I pray to God that it will never happen to me. Yeah, but yes, Carol Manor, as you talked about, I got that misplaced with the one over by Safeway, Alabama Avenue.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we have a Carol Manor. Oh yes, Providence, my hospital.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Okay, I'm gonna call you so I can go see that.
Please
building.
call me. You gotta call me.
And as I told you before, I'm gonna have someone to come pick me up.
Okay. I'm here. I'm
Are
here.
you coming?
Do you want me to come pick you up?
Oh yeah, when I call you.
I'll make it happen.
Oh well, we're gonna make it happen. Then we're gonna go out to lunch.
Come on now, we're gonna have a good time.
Okay, thank you, babe. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Miss Dolores. I see you have two more hands up. After those two hands, I think we'll be done for the day. It is about that at 2:30, 2:45 time. It was just 1:30, Miss Jasmine. Have mercy.
I know. I'll be back, guys. Don't worry.
Oh yes. Next up is Teresa.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for your presentation, Ms. Jasmine. My question is specifically, what do you offer as respite for the caregiver? Specifically, what do you offer?
It depends. I could give you a general idea because specifically it would have to be it's very individualized. For now, I can give you an example of a respite that we just offered. It was an individual, he was caring for his loved one who has dementia. And he's same age. So it was really wearing on him to take care of his individual. So he just needed just a week just to go to appointments, a week just to rest and just to collect himself. So we gave him that week. And so we went to a nursing facility. It wasn't Carol Manor, but it was another rehab facility that individual stayed at that facility for that week. And we still provide care for her while she was at that facility, all care that we provide. And then we also were able to have our social worker had an individual meeting with the husband to see where can we serve him. Because even though that his wife is our participant, he is an extension of his wife. So we wanted to make sure what resources could we provide to him so that he doesn't experience this caregiver burnout on a continuous basis.
Okay, so excuse me. So the person who you helped them by this method. Mm-hmm. You offered a temporary spot at a nursing home for the person who was getting the caregiver so that the caregiver could have a break and go do whatever they wanted to do, correct?
Yeah.
And the second part of what you said was that since the caregiver needed to be taken care of, in quotes, then you spoke with them to figure out what you could do to help keep them from getting to the burnout state. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Teresa. Any other questions for Ms. Jasmine? Any other questions? All right. We have one more hand. Mr. Gary, again, do you mind unmuting?
Yeah, I was listening to what you were saying about the nursing home. My mother was in Carol Manor back when she went in 2008. And around Inauguration Day, when President Biden had got sworn in, my mother died from COVID-19 that she contracted. I would wonder how their protocol is with these nurses, because the protocol was not in order. And my mother contracted COVID-19 from one of the workers within the hospital at Carol Manor, and my mother died. I had to have my mother cremated. I have an urn here right now and a picture of her, that obituary that I wrote and sent through the Washington Post, and they sent me a wooden plaque with my mother's picture and her obituary the way I wrote it on there. But like I say, my mother died from COVID-19. I was very upset because my mother was going on, she would have been 89 June of that year, 2020. That's the year that Biden was sworn in, right? As the inauguration. My mother died the day after inauguration. And it hurt me so bad. That's why I wanted, they need to get protocols in order when things like this out the blue come up, because the families be left in turmoil.
Yeah.
And then it's so much protection they put up for these nursing homes and these caregivers when they block the family out of the situation from even being able to visit your loved ones when you normally visit them. My mother had dementia. So I know what it feels like, you know, to lose someone that undergoes that and what you're trying to accomplish. And I could say a lot that's been going on when my mother had been put in a nursing home in 2008. My older sister was just about getting ready to die. She had lupus. And I told her, I said, all the family here, everybody grown and doing their own thing. I said, and it was 9 of us. I said, and constantly leaving this world. I told her, I said, just put mom in a nursing home because we all have things to do. And can't nobody, but I could visit her. And that's what I done since 2008, all the way up until my mother died. So I just wanted to say that, and thanks for letting me share.
Oh, no problem. And sorry for your loss.
Same here, Gary. Well, just so you know, I'm not sure if you had a question directly from Ms. Jasmine, but what are the safety precautions that like the nurses and the facility does to for that, like
For COVID right now?
like wearing masks or you know, because it's been a while since COVID kind of has ended in a way. So maybe to explain to the group how safety is handled.
Yes. So right now, we are not in a, so masking is, if you will, we don't mandatory, it's not a mandated thing here on site, but majority of the time staff, when we're around our participants, we do try to mask up, especially if our medical provider, so she will let us know what category we're in, whether there's a rise in COVID. We do offer testing for our participants weekly, so they're able to get tested here, and as well, we offer vaccinations if they would like to get their vaccinations done here on site. That's COVID as well as all other vaccinations here. But we are regulated. I would like to say we are regulated by the CMS, which is the federal government, as well as the district, so DHCF. So there are certain policies and procedures that we have to abide by that they give us. And so we do have to make sure that we do our due diligence. And even when our participants are not in our care, meaning they're in a hospital or they're in a rehab, we make sure that we're holding that facility accountable for taking care of our loved ones, because you will be our loved ones when you're in our program.
Oh, thank you so much for explaining that. I know that would give me some type of solace. So.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you. We have one more hand up, and then I think we'll wrap up for today. Ms. Doris.
I wanted to know, do y'all do the flu shot and the RSV shot?
Yes, we do.
Is it a cost for that?
No. So all the so we do it here for the participants, but no outside shots, no. But it's if you are in our center, I mean, if you are in our program, that would not be a cost.
Oh, okay, but you have to be in the program in order to get it free.
Yeah. But if you're looking for a vaccination, Miss Doris, I'm gonna write your name down too. I believe there's a health group that I'm a part of in DC right now, and they did just bring up vaccination, so I can look into see if there's some free vaccination sites near us. Since you're my neighbor, you think I remembered that. So to see if there's somewhere around us where you can get your vaccinations done at.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Doris. Appreciate it. Well, it's about that time. That was a lot of great questions. I never expect the questions our seniors give to our guests or even myself represented. So they're very analytical. So I love that. So I hope Ms. Jasmine's presentation was helpful for all of you, or maybe some that didn't ask a question. I hope those got the information that they needed. But any closing remarks before we say goodbye, Miss Jasmine?
Yes, I just thank you all for just letting me talk to you for the last hour. And thank you really for the questions. They keep me on my toes. And I always tell anyone I interact with, you're your first doctor. You know when something's going on with you, you know when something's not going on with you. So I appreciate the questions, to be honest, because you're holding me accountable. And anyone, if you come in our program or not, hold any medical person accountable for making sure that they give you the proper care. But just thank you all for just letting me talk to you. If you want to come and see what we have to offer, I am excited to give you a tour. Or if you just have any additional questions, please reach out to me. Give me a phone call. Just ask for Jasmine. It's about 4 of us in here, but they'll know exactly which one you're talking about. And then if I don't answer, because sometimes I'm out in the field, I'll always return your message the following day.